I swear, man, I'll get used to this one day. I just threw this whole, like, recorded this whole video, and I'm pretty sure the audio wasn't even on, so let's go redo that. So where we were starting was, yeah, the good's bad, and you know, things would change on the BMW S1000RR. Now we've had this for, like I said, 3 months. You know, 3 months we've been on it most days. I haven't done too many Ks on it simply because we haven't been riding that far. It's just, you know, been a few chill rides around the beach, and obviously down to my favourite spot when I get the chance. And obviously, yeah, with work's been taking a lot of that time away, so. Yeah, so we'll start with the bad. The bad one is mostly visual. Now, it's all got to do with the mirror, you know, exhaust, I suppose a little bit performance. And then the lower fairings on either side are they're just like this black plastic, and they look terrible. So, yeah, like I said, mostly visual. A few things that you see that in the dealership though, so it's not as though you're going in blind to it. And the levers are long. We want them to be short. But yeah, everything like that, you go in buying knowing that those are the things you're going to buy. And now with everything that you know, I sort of want to do to it, you know, you got 30 grand for the bike, and we're looking at roughly around 6,000 for the you know, all the extras for it. That's in Australian dollars, so you know, depending on where you are, it might be a bit cheaper, but yeah, 6K is looking to be the benchmark for the upgrades you want to do to it. The only bad sort of point I'll say about performance is, you know, the braking period and it not being unlocked. You know, say you got 205 horsepower, you go in to buy a bike that says it's got 205 horsepower, and then you get told, oh no man, you're not allowed to use that until after you do 1,000 Ks. Like, you know, it's just a bit, yeah, it's one of those things where, yeah, the purpose is there for protecting the engine, but I mean, no one else does it. Just make your engines better, man. So it can't be that hard. Yeah, back to the, so that's a bad thing. There's absolutely nothing really too bad. The other thing overall is the stigma with the bike. There's a lot of people that say, oh, you know, the S1000, it's squids, blah blah, which I don't think that should ever shape your opinion with whether you want this bike or not. You know, if you like a bike and you want to get it, that's what, you know, that's what you should get. So, you know, don't let other people shape your opinion too much. Let them, you know, give you a bit of education on something, but yeah, don't let them decide what you want to get. You know, when I was buying this, there was a bloke next to me getting the exact same one. He would have been like 19. And he had the biggest grin on his face. I was like, man, he's loving it. So you can't judge him. Like, yeah, it might not be the smartest decision, and like, yeah, you know, that bike's on finance, but hey, he'll either learn from it or it will make him who he's supposed to be. So yeah, I don't think you should ever try to pull someone's opinion away from what they really want to do. And that's the exact reason why I got this. You know, the BMW brand's a good, reliable brand. Their bike is, I've always thought it's been amazing, especially the older model, like the 24 model was great. And yeah, I couldn't turn around and say, you know, I want to get this one. Yeah, so let's go to the good things about it. One is obviously the heads-up display. The head unit is great. It's so clear. It doesn't matter if the sun's on it, you can still see what's going on. And I think that's pretty much well known throughout BMW's sort of brand, that they keep that head unit and that brightness there, and it's great. It's just like a HD screen that just gives you exactly what you need all the time. So yeah, I do appreciate that. The other thing is obviously the performance of it is insane. You know, even if it's braking period and you don't get the full 205, yeah, it's still a lot of fun. The noise from the stock exhaust is, you know, initially I thought it was fine, but as you ride it, you know, you're like, oh, I want a bit more. But it's good for what it is. And yeah, the price you pay for it. The other good thing is, yeah, the price that I got it at being 29,500. That's, you know, pretty good for a bike, I think, for this spec, and it's yeah, been worth every penny so far. Now, I know there's a few things with long-term reliability of them that people have said, but you know, I'll develop my own opinion on that. I won't let, you know, other people shape that, and especially it depends on how you look after it, the maintenance on it too. The other one's throttle. So the throttle's amazing. As soon as it comes out, it's absolutely perfect. You don't need to adjust it. It's, you know, it's stiff. It's, as soon as you apply the throttle, you have power. you know, a lot of bikes are changing that, and yeah, that thing's tough. Yeah, and I don't know why the V2 comes out, it's got like a killer dead spot. You need to put these little sleeves on it to change the play. It's just, yeah, it's not ideal. I don't know why they do that. I'm not sure if it's to build confidence in the rider to slowly apply the throttle, or if they accidentally apply it, they've got a bit of forgiveness there. But yeah, in my opinion, it should come out, you know, with the reaction that you want from it, and not to be limited. Yeah, 7. Yeah, and the list for good things of this bike could go on and on and on. Like, they're amazing bikes, and I think everyone likes them for a reason. Now, have I wheelied this thing yet? No. Have I like broken it in yet? No. But I've spent enough hours on it, you know, doing these short little rides, enjoying myself, and taking up the highway a few times to, you know, have a little bit of a rip, and it's been great. And this is coming from like a guy that just rides every day. Like, it's not a I'm not a professional on a motorbike, and I don't want to get that confused. Like, I'm not a professional mechanic, I'm not a professional racer, I'm just a guy who enjoys bikes. And yeah, there's different levels to that. I'm not talking to these guys that know, you know, everything about bikes. I'm talking to people that are just getting into it, that enjoy, you know, are wanting to look into a new hobby, or open up to a new you know, a new skill set. This is the people that this is for. So if you know everything about it, you know, I don't want to waste your time, go somewhere else. But if you're looking at getting into bikes, and you need a honest, you know, well-rounded opinion, that's what I'm trying to here to provide. And then yeah, if you want to spend, you know, 30 grand on a bike, then that's a decision on you. Yeah, so would I get it again? I think if I had my time again, I might have got the M version. You know, I've been thinking about that a lot lately, been like, oh, should I have, you know, went up to the S1000M, not the M1000RR, just the S1000M, which is, you know, the carbon fiber wheels. And the main reason for that is the color you get on it. The color's great. I think the color would have been a lot better, especially the white hides all your scratches, and you don't need to, you know, I've got to go get this PPF tomorrow, that's why I haven't cleaned it. Well, I feel like on the white you wouldn't even need to do that. So yeah, but I mean, like, an extra 8 grand for a colorway when you could probably just buy the fairings is, yeah, maybe not worth it. Yeah, but as I said, like, yeah, I've done a few videos where a few things I fucking didn't use the audio, or the camera wasn't rolling, or stuff like that. And I've stuffed it up a few times, so I might, yeah, get bits and pieces of all those videos and bang them together in one, and then get it out, so you can get a, you know, a good rounded opinion on it. And it's not an in-depth opinion that's going to blow your mind to try to, you know, swing your decision either way. It's just what it's like riding this bike, and, you know, the little things I've noticed, you know, the quick ongoing cost I gave, the price of the bike, and then, yeah, things you want to change, and, you know, how much you can be looking at. Because yeah, this stock bike, you know, very quickly with upgrades and stuff turns into going from, you know, 29,000s to, was it like 36,000? So yeah, it doesn't take long for that to happen either. And putting the exhaust and stuff on it too, like, that's probably got additional costs of tuning the ECU to it, yeah, all that sort of stuff. So I'll make videos on that when the time comes, but yeah, this one's just so hopefully it can help your opinion a little bit, so you can figure out what you want to do, and if you want to buy this bike, or you don't want to buy this bike and you want to go somewhere else. Like I said, there's so many good bikes out there, and I think whatever you do, you're going to get similar power output, you know, similar feel with the sports bikes in terms of, you know, general handling on the road. It's just what you want that, you know, the bottom end and top end to look like, and then how you want to feel riding the bike, you know, every day. Alright, well, thanks again. I'll see you in the next one.